Hello, my friendly peeps. How y'all doing? I got to remember I moved the camera because it was down here and it was kind of in the way of. Oh, let's turn off that background thing. It's going to take me a second to figure out where the heck I am. There we are. Okay. Yeah, lots of beginner mistakes that I should know better. But hi, folks. It's good to see you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am Rosaleng. You have stumbled upon a dose of Rose, where Rose can be an acronym for many, many things. Reality of, oh gosh, I can't remember now, rate of self evolution, the reality of your self evolution, the representation of something excellent, or the reality of self expression. So today, a dose of Rose can be anything we want it to be, right? So let me get this screen rearranged so I can see what I am doing. Because you know how much fun that could be, right? Let's get this screen and that screen. And I don't need this screen. Lots of screens up. And I can stop the starting soon because, hey, we're here. And today happens to be Tuesday, April 16. 16? Yeah. Day after tax day. Hope you all got them in on time. And I just kind of wanted to touch base again. Yeah, I'm wearing the same white shirt because you know what? I like my white shirt with the crisp collar and the popped collar. I know it's a throwback, but then so am I. There's so many things that I wanted to continue on some of the discussions we were having last night. It was so awesome. And I'm hoping that some of you that might not have made it can go back and watch. Sassy Savage was on, a friend Tammy Wells was on, Eddie stepped up from All Things Serious, stepped up for a minute just to let me know I was still alive because I was having some technical issues. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. But I found in perusing my computer, I happened to locate some of the older banners, previous banners, yeah, previous banners that I used when I was going live on a regular basis. So having to, getting to go through all that stuff and relearn things, it's an experience. So I just wanted to share a couple of minutes with you guys here and help you remember that, I used to do Tarot Tuesday. That became very overwhelming. Thank you for asking. Um, but I used to do so many things, and I'm just going to try and go back to just interacting with people. So, and for all you checking up with the replay crew, thanks for checking it out. Hope it becomes something you're interested in. One of the things that I'd covered back June of 21, and I think that might still be available, was once you become mindful and more aware of your situation and how you might want to change your behavior or uh, just want to grow in a different way. It's like, how do you change your behavior? Well, again, first you have to realize that you're going in one way and you really want to go in this other way. And you have to figure out how's that going to happen? What has to happen before that happens? In order to make changes in my life, I have to make changes in my life. So the start of that is just set some realistic goals. What is it you want to change specifically? I want to not be a smoker anymore. And on the lifeboat, they talked about harm reduction. I know it's not the best thing, but it's harm reduction to do a lesser of two evils, which is vaping with no nicotine, than it is to actually have a cigarette for me. So that's setting a specific goal is before I light a cigarette, I will one stop, think about what is it I'm doing. So it's not just a replay of old actions, right? It's not just a habit. Um, but I become more aware of when I'm smoking, why I'm smoking, whatever. So I'm setting realistic goals in that I will stop and recognize before I light that cigarette. that I'm lighting a cigarette and why. So it's setting a realistic goal for that. And again, that comes awareness. You have to be aware of what you're doing. You have to recognize the power to change your thoughts. Because I can go, I really want a cigarette, but it's not even a conscious thing. It's an automatic reaction to stimulus, I guess. Or it's out of habit. So I have to become aware that I'm picking up a pack of cigarettes instead of a glass of water. Okay. And I get so passionate about this. I get tongue tied and I'm getting old. So the brain doesn't always go A to B anymore. But you have to recognize my power to change my thoughts. I believe you can do the same. I can choose to focus on the positive, which is better for me. Okay. I'm not going lollipops and rainbows all the time and unicorns shooting sparkles out there, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about trying to look at the better side of whatever it is I'm going through. That also will help me change my behavior. So it's not a knee jerk reaction. It will help me change my behavior in such a way that I'm more cognizant of positive things going on, the small miracles that happen every day. Bladed grass, the smell of new cut grass, the sound of kids playing, if you like that thing. But you're becoming more aware of focusing on things that lift you up, that lift your spirits. Some people call that raising your vibration. That's what it is. Whatever, but it helps me to stay in the present moment. For me, when I'm trying to change my behavior and set realistic goals, I become more aware of what it is I want to do. And I recognize my power to change my thoughts. I need to stay in the present rather. Stay positive in the present. And it's so easy for our thoughts to, the lifeboat gentleman called them automatic negative thoughts, ants. It's very easy for the ants to go marching, right? But if you stop and go, wait a minute, that's not, focus, let's focus back here. What was I doing? What was I trying to do? What was I trying to accomplish? Let's focus on the task at hand. For me, that's a really big thing. So talking about the negative thoughts, automatic negative thoughts are just those things that pop in your head all the time. That's a lot of what keeps certain people from meditating or from just stopping to be calm and rethink things before the words shoot out of your mouth. How do I invert my negative thoughts? I try and figure out, where's this coming from? What is the thought behind this thought? Why did this come up? It's different for everybody. And I'm not going to tell you that this works for everybody, but I'm saying if you try this kind of stuff, it might just work for you. I'm just saying. Pardon me. Once you are able to focus on changing your behavior, you set up realistic goals, you become aware of what you might need to change and how by setting those goals. You recognize your power to change those thoughts. You start focusing more on the positive things that you can see and do, and you stay more in the present time. It will help you invert these negative thoughts and aim towards problem solving. Because if there's a particular habit, cigarettes, if there's a particular habit or thing that you're doing that I know that I want to change, I have to figure out why it is I'm still doing this. What benefit do I get out of the pros and cons? Basic problem solving tactics. This is something a lot of people are not real well versed in, but anybody can learn this if you have the intent to learn. Of course, anytime you're doing any kind of changing, there's going to be relapse. It happens. I have to recognize I'm only human and that I will have a cigarette every now and then until I don't. And how do I go about not having relapse? How do I become, basically I have to become, again, more aware of the surroundings at times that I'm thinking of having this item that I'm trying to not have anymore. I have to be more aware. I got to be more in present time more often. Some of the things that are shooting through my head right now as I say that, as an ex-Scientologist, is come up to present time. Yeah, it was not always said in the best of intentions, right? Come up to present time. You're not focused. I'll repeat the auditing question. So relapse prevention for me is, again, setting part of setting realistic goals. It's part of being more aware. Coffee today is Highland Grog. It is in my Fort Walton Beach mug. I know you can't see all of it, but it's a lovely mug that I picked up when my sister and a really good friend and I went down to Fort Walton Beach in Florida, had a magnificent time. But Highland Grog. Salud. I hope this little bit has been helpful. I've not been on, but maybe 10, 12 minutes. But I just wanted to make sure that I do get some information out there today, and hopefully someone will gain from this. Didn't used to say all the time either. But I hope on the replay crew that you're getting this. I hope that we can look forward to more times. Oh, I know what I want to do. Okay, a lot of you that may be watching this at this time might be going on a cruise very soon, SPTV cruise, maybe. And I've been watching a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of videos on the route, the ship, the ports, how to pack, what not to pack, how to rearrange things that you can go with one suitcase, going with carry-on only, all kinds of things. And by watching those, of course, they have lists. The creators have lists for the things that they choose to carry or they chose to purchase for cruises, how well they use it, how they don't use it, what they would suggest that you don't leave home without, and what they would never take again with them. So there's a lot of things that I've been covering with that. And I will go over that in another shorty later on. But for now, I just wanted to let you know that you matter. And use kind, use smart, use important. Lots of ums. Didn't used to do that. Next time I'll have a written down list of topics I want to make sure to cover. So one of the things that I used to ask is, what are you thankful for today? But that's a topic for Thursday, which is Thankful Thursday. This is just Tuesday afternoon. I'm just beginning to see that I'm on my own. Let's see. Love will always shine brighter than fear, and I choose to view the world with love. And I hope you do too. We also have a calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence. I know a lot of these platitudes are just that. And I know a lot of you will not, I want to say appreciate, that's not the right word. They won't indicate for you. And that's okay. Like some other creators say, I'm not for everybody. And that's okay. And I am not going to be on here much longer. I just wanted to, again, give you a little tidbit, especially after last night's live, and emotional intelligence and boundaries and lots of wonderful stuff we talked about. Hopefully I will see you all again here real soon. You guys in the chat, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Sorry I didn't call you out one by one, but I'm glad you're here. Happy Tuesday, you guys. See you soon somewhere. Bye.